goes to you only. Okay. So we'll start with the next chapter. That is the first chapter of the physics. That is the magnetic effect of electric current. So before going to electricity, we will see how the electricity is produced. Then we'll go for the other chapter, that is electricity. So before knowing magnetic effect of electric current, we should know about something called as electric current. Electric current. So electric current means what? It's a flow of charges. So charges will be developed. Charges will be developed. The flow of that charges in an conductor. In a conductor. In unit time is called electric current. Electric current. So all the unit and all unit, what is the how it is produced, all that we'll see in the next chapter. You will understand flow of charges in a conductor is called as electric current. For time being, you remember this. Understood? So chapter name. So magnetic effect of electric current. So electric current has the electric current shows three effects. Three effects. Three effects. What are the three effects? The first effect is heating effect. Heating effect. Heating effect. Chemical effect. Then magnetic effect. Magnetic effect. Say, as I told you, electric current means flow of charges. Flow of charges in a conductor. So when you switch on switch off an electric circuit, the electricity flows and the light glows. Light glows. What happens actually? Charges flows in a conductor. That is called electric current. So when see electric current has three major effects. One, the first effect is heating effect, chemical effect, and magnetic effect. So all these three effects you have studied in 7th standard. So that we will see now. So maybe some of you know that. So can anyone tell me what is heating effect of electric current? Raise your hands. Yes.
When positive and negative charges of a current come clashes, then they will produce a heat effect.
Okay, very good. So what is this? Say heating effect of electric current. When electric current flows through conductor, flows through conductor, it produces heat. Heat. This effect is called heating effect. Heating effect of electric current. Electric current. So this applying this principle. So usually iron box will work. Iron box will work. Heater will work. All this work on this. See, why I'm telling you again? It will come somewhere. Somewhere this effect, heating effect will learn. We will learn. So just definition of you learn about this in the electricity chapter. So iron box, it is used to press our clothes. So heat is produced there during that time. So that heat which is produced here, it is produced here. That is due to the flow of electricity in a conductor. So collision happens over there. Because of that collision, so heat is produced. Heat is produced. So that is called as the heating effect. Next is chemical effect. Chemical effect means whenever the current is flowing in a chemical, it decomposes the chemical. That is called when electric current flows in a chemical or you call it as electrolyte. Electrolyte. It decomposes the electrolyte. So this effect is called chemical effect of electric current. Chemical effect of electric current. Simply we can tell it has electrolysis. Electrolysis. Electrolysis is nothing but chemical effect of electric current. Chemical effect of electric current. Understood? Chemical effect of electric current. Then, so we'll come to the heading of the chapter. Heading of the chapter. Understood? Heading of the chapter. That we'll see. So I hope you have written this. Rub this. Rub here. So next is magnetic effect. Magnetic effect. So when the current is flowing in a conductor, here around the conductor, magnetic field is created. Magnetism can be felt. Magnetism can be felt. See, when current, electric current flows in a conductor, it produces magnetic field around the conductor. This is called magnetic effect of electric current. So I wrote the letter only. So whenever a current, say this is a conductor, this is a electric circuit. So current flows from here. Always remember, current always flows from positive terminal. Convection current always flows from positive terminal. So direction of the current is like this. So this is a conductor. So when the current is flowing, it produces a magnetic field over here. Magnetic field is created. So this effect of electric current is called as magnetic effect of electric current. Understood? So as you know that already, so magnet means what? So magnet is a substance which attracts the some of the magnetic substances. Magnetic substances. So if you know about the magnets already. There are natural magnets, artificial magnets. Magnets are the materials which attracts the magnetic substances like iron, cobalt, nickel. So iron, if you take, generally we use iron to show the demonstration. So that is nothing but the magnetism. That property of a magnet to attract the piece of iron is called as magnetism. Magnetism. Write on that. We will need it. So we'll see the basics, some of the basics. Then we'll go to the inside the chapter. Inside in the chapter. So we'll see the basic we have learned in 6th standard, 7th standard. That we are going to study. Then we'll move to chapter. So magnets. Magnets means what? Substance which attract the magnetic substances. Magnetic substances. Like iron. Like iron is called magnet. So this property is called magnetism. This property is called magnetism. You know it. That's a recapitulation for you. You already studied this. Magnets are the substances which attracts the magnetic substances. Say all the metals do not show the magnetic property. Some of the metals shows the magnetic property. So the magnets will attract the iron if you take. So that property of that magnet, that substance is called magnetism. It's called magnetism. Similarly, even when electricity is passed through a conductor, it produces a magnetism. It produces a magnetism or magnetic effect or magnetic field. That is called as magnetic effect of electric current. So there are two types of magnet. Natural magnets. Natural magnets are like, so natural magnets are called as lodestone and artificial magnets. There are artificial magnets. Artificial magnets like electromagnet. Electromagnet is there. Or permanent magnets. Electromagnets are permanent magnets. So artificial natural magnets is available in the earth crust. So you know Fe2O3. Fe2O3 is a ore of magnet called hematite. Fe2O3. You have one more Fe3O4. So this is called as magnetite. So Fe3O4 is one magnetite. This natural magnets are usually produced from magnetite. Understood? So these are the two ores of the iron. You have studied in metals and non-metals chapter. You know about this and this. This is called hematite. It is called as magnetite. Usually iron is extracted from this. Understood? So usually artificial magnets, they are called as lodestone. They are irregular in shape. They do not have any shape. They are irregular in shape. If you take artificial magnets are prepared in the laboratory by using electricity. If we are using electricity and preparing the magnet, we call it as electromagnets. Electromagnets are the magnets which are prepared by using electricity, that is called as electromagnet. And the permanent magnets are prepared by a piece of iron and rubbing with a lodestone. You know that lodestone is a permanent magnet. We take the iron piece of iron and rub the what lodestone on that. So the iron piece becomes a magnet. It acts as a magnet. It acts as a magnet. Is it clear? So like that it is. I hope you understood. By rubbing also, you can magnetize a substance. You can try it. If you have a magnet, just try it. Try in home. Take a pin, a small needle you take, iron needle you take. Then take a magnet and rub it. Rub it in single direction like this. So later, after some time, the needle get magnetized. By that process, actually, permanent magnets are prepared, artificial magnets. Understood? So this is about the magnets. So we'll see now properties of magnets. So major properties we'll see. Properties of magnets. So magnet has directive properties. Directive properties. Directive property. You know directive property. Freely suspended magnet. Freely suspended magnet always come to rest north to south direction. Freely suspended magnet always comes to rest south and north direction. This is the property of the magnet. This is the property of the magnet. Understood? So you know it already. When a freely suspended magnet, always it shows that directive property. That is always it shows to the north. So you know that Earth acts as a magnet. Earth also acts as a magnet, huge magnet. Understood? So whenever the freely suspended magnet you suspend it by hanging to any stand or something like that, always the magnet comes to north and south direction and takes a rest. Understood? So say north direction is considered as the pole of the magnet. So every magnet has two poles, you know it, north and south pole. Every magnet has two poles, north and south. So this is a bar magnet. Understood? Next. Poles of magnet shows high magnetic effect. Poles of the magnet. Every magnet has two poles. Every magnet has two poles. Every magnet has two poles. And it shows the magnetic effect is shown in the poles. So this is a magnet. This is a magnet. You can see this here. This is a bar magnet. So this is called pole. This is north pole. This is south pole, I think. So this north pole. The pole of the magnet will have more magnetic power. So I will tell you the reason afterwards when I tell you magnetic field and magnetic lines of forces, properties of magnetic field, lines of forces. See here, in case poles of every magnet has a high magnetic field or effect. In the middle of the magnetic power is very less. I'll show you now by doing one small demonstration. So by doing some small demonstration, we'll see that. Understood? So these three are the major property. Understood? So poles of the magnet always the magnetic effect is high. In the middle of the magnet it is very less. Remember that. Remember, this is about the magnets. So magnets are of many types. I am showing you two types of magnets here. This is say two type of magnet. This is horseshoe magnet. Remember this is very important because it appears in the syllabus many times. You can see this. So I hope it is visible to you. So this is horseshoe magnet and this is bar magnet. So I'll show you how the just bring that camera here also. You have to keep it like this. Keep it. Hold it like this. So I'm showing the small demonstration. So I am taking the iron fillings. So I'm just dropping the iron fillings over here. So just see here. I hope it's visible to you. Visible? I hope it is visible to you. Bring the camera little close. Ah. This side. Right. So it is visible to you. See, you can see here, last property I told you, last property demonstration we can see here. We can see the property of last what I have written, poles of the magnet will have high magnetic effect. You can see here in this picture, in this demonstration you can see that. See, poles of the magnet, so this is poles of the magnet, see here, the iron fillings, this is iron fillings. Iron fillings means what? Iron fillings is nothing but iron powder. I have used iron powder. Iron is a magnetic substance. See here, the poles, I am showing the pole directly to the pole now. See. Yeah, you can see here. This is a pole. You can see the iron fillings are heavy over here. In this also it is heavy over here. You can see in the middle is very less. You can see the lines over there. After that I'll show you once again. So this is here the magnetic force is very less. Here the magnetic force is very less. See here it is very less. Here it is more. Here it is more. This is a demonstration on the of the poles of the magnet. So bar magnet. You can see this in your textbook also. Okay. Yeah. Leave it. This. this side. It will, leave it. Yeah. Yeah, this is about the magnetic, this is about the properties of the magnet. Now we'll see the next, that is magnetic field. So before that, how many of you already taken the xerox of the notes? Please raise your hands. Don't unraise your hands. Be like that only. Just I'll check once. Don't unraise your hands. Raise your hands. So how many of you taken the Xerox, notes Xerox from Pooja Xerox? I told you to take the Xerox of the notes. So only if you have taken. So if you need it, please take the Xerox. So whole this week also I am keeping that notes there itself. If you have any problem in page setting or anything like not printed properly, you can visit again. Visit again and tell him to make it properly and give it to you. So other side you will take it or not. So if you need it, you can take it. The whole week it will be there itself. If you want it, you can take it. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and raise your hands. The magnetic field. So magnetic field means what? It is a space or a region around the magnet or capital electric current carrying conductor. Carrying conductor. So space around the magnet or electric current conductor where magnetic effects are felt is called magnetic field. It's called magnetic field. It's called magnetic field. See here. The space. So if this is a bar magnet, it's a bar magnet. The area around the magnet, where magnetism. So this is the area around the magnet. You think that if we keep an iron rod over here, so iron rod is attracted by the magnet. This area now, that area is called as magnetic field, or it may be current carrying conductor. If it is a current carrying conductor, so here the magnetic field is produced. That field is called here around the conductor, a magnetic field is created. No, that is called actually magnetic field. Here in the bar magnet, you can see here. I showed you the demonstration. Just now I have showed you the demonstration. Yeah, you can see here. You can see the still closer. Yeah. I hope you can see the here lines over here. A lines is created here. Magnetic lines are created. I'll tell you what is this actually. So this is now area. This is now area. This is the area now. Here magnetism is felt. Here. So I am keeping this iron nail here. There is no effect. Show it here. Here. See here, it is not attracted. The key is not attracted. Show it properly. So if I move still forward, so you can see now. So it is attracted. So till here. So area is still here actually. So till here it is, see here. Till here it is. So that area is called as a magnetic field. Magnetic field. Enough. Right. See now, see it's very clear now. So poles of the magnets have more attractive power or more magnetic effect is seen in the poles of the magnet. All the iron fillings are attached to the pole, not in the middle of the magnet. Middle of the magnet is very less. In poles of the magnet it is huge. It is this see here how it is arranged. This is. Separated. Here not separated. Okay. So that is the magnetic field. Magnetic field. Say here take this as a bar magnet, north and south. So I told you already, we know what is magnetic field. So area around the magnet or space around the magnet is called as magnetic field, where magnetism is felt. See, magnetic lines are forces, or simply we can tell magnetic lines. See, magnetic lines are the imaginary lines. Imaginary lines drawn around the magnet by the help of magnetic compass. Magnetic compass which represent the magnetic field. Magnetic field is called magnetic lines of forces. Magnetic lines of forces. So I will just finish it very fast. Within 5 minutes, the meeting is going to end. That's why I tell you, I glance it. Tomorrow I will start with this only. We'll start with this concept only in the next class. So always remember this. So imaginary lines drawn around the magnet by the help of magnetic compass. To represent the magnetic field. To represent the magnetic field, we Usually draw a lines like this. Understood? Yeah. So this is called magnetic lines of forces. Magnetic lines of forces. The imaginary line drawn by the help of compass around the magnet to represent the magnetic lines of forces. That is called as magnetic. That is called magnetic lines. Magnetic lines. Understood? So with this, we'll end the class for today. Tomorrow we'll continue with this magnetic lines of forces only. Then we'll continue the chapter. I hope you have understood the concept. So meeting will end within 2 minutes now. That's why I'll stop now. If you have any doubt, you can just call me or you can message me in the WhatsApp. Okay. Thank you very much.